Yo, wagwan, Tish your boy, Shiton, Legendary, and we are back with another Cyberpunk photo session. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. This is Gothic style. Now, we will be doing a part 2 of this where it will be much more Gothic, the black hair, black makeup, and all that, but these characters are more on the professional side, so it's a little less Gothic, a mix of professionalism and Gothic. With that being said, make sure you go ahead, hit that like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, share with people join Legendary Clan Sport Channel, become legendary. Check out the Instagram and DeviantArt for stuff just a little too saucy for YouTube. With that being said, I upload on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Subscribe. Enough talking, let's go. Alrighty, already got the background and everything set up, ready to go. Check out the fit real quick, yeah, I mean. A little bit of clipping in the upper region, but that's fine. This is the way I wanted the outfit to look, but the clipping was happening a tiny bit. I'm like, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Got the heart up here. The room is a reflective steel kind of color, but you also, at the same time, you can't tell that much. Now, what I wanted to do was back up some more, but some things ain't been updated, so photo mode is still a little busted. Well, if you got mods running. If you don't have mods running, photo mode is perfectly fine. I got a lot of mods running still, so for me it's still a little busted, but that's fine. We have ways to work around that with zero issues. Now I know what some people are thinking. Why in the world are we doing a Gothic set during the Christmas holidays? Especially when you have a 50s pinup on the board that you could have done. Well, the reason is I realized all these dang characters I got, I have not done any goth type of setup. And this is what I can do on multiple characters, much like the Halloween where we had OGV in a goth dress style, which is something that character would never be in, but it worked. Even she looked great in a Gothic style, even though that is far from what I would ever put that character in. But it worked. This is going to be a secondary set as well, but that set will not be in this video, as it cannot be. You can always head over to DeviantArt if you want to see that. And just in case people were ever wondering, that stuff is free to look at. You ain't gotta, you know what I mean? It doesn't cost anything. It's completely free. Go ahead, check it out, you know what I mean? Give it a like and whatnot. If you like it, of course. But I have so many dang pose packs, and I realize that there's a lot of poses that I have not used. I'm gonna be using a lot of the stuff I rarely ever touch. Fortunately, you won't be able to see the boots from that angle because we can't back up far enough. Think. Okay, we can. Only on this side, though. Not directly in front of her. These massive boots that she got on. The boots are so dang big that I had to make her 10, I'm just say inches. I'm gonna just say, yeah, inches. 10 inches out of the ground in order to make her properly stand with these gargantuan behemoth boots. Turn off the fog real quick. Don't need it in this, because she's in this tiny room. Matter of fact, let me go back to that first one. No, first one is good because she's close up. You know what I've realized and learned these past couple of days, and why volumetric fog was ruining my photos so much back in the day? It was because I was using spotlights, not aerial lights. You want aerial lights because area lights light up the area. I don't even gotta explain it because most of y'all know my fool self was the one making the mistakes back then. Hold up. So you just gonna watch this many minutes of the video and you ain't even gonna hit the subscribe button? That's crazy to me. Subscribe right now, man. Let's get back into the video. Wondering why volumetric fog was hitting my photos so dang hard and not anybody else's. That is because I was using spotlight, so you could see the spotlight through the fog, which makes perfect sense because it's a spotlight. My fool self didn't think about that at the time, though. Like, why the fuck? This is crap messing up my photos so bad. What light is this? Oh, I'm messing up. That's the light in the way back. Whoops. I'm supposed to be touching that. That's the light. Isn't the light back there? What is this light? Is this light supposed to be on her, ain't it? I'm missing something. Number 1 and number 2, I'm pretty sure the light's just adjusted, dude. Okay, this is the light on her. This is the red light. Whoops. I'll say, because I don't want that I just short thing back there that I touched the wrong light. Whatever light I just moved is supposed to be in the background. I think that's this. This is not supposed to be here. This was supposed to be way in the background as a backup light. Just to make the scenery a little brighter, but it actually works, so we're gonna use it. I like the way the black look, but I kind of want you to be able to see the boots better, so I'm probably gonna change this background white. Let me test that out real quick. But yeah, all this dang stuff I got, I realized, you know, we have not done a goth style episode. Not once. I mean, unless you count the Halloween episode where I took a lot of my characters and made them dress in more of a gothic style. But I mean like an actual episode where the characters are just dressed like that normally. Now this isn't typically Japanese V style, but it works because of the way the character is supposed to be and her personality and all that. Ooh, that is reflecting really badly. The white might not work. Holy crap. But with her style and all, I figured it would work any dang ways, in which it does. The other two characters, however, are Gothic style characters, so it'll be perfect for them too. That is Mexico V and Irish V. That is their exact styles. They look about the same. Why the fuck did the colors get so blasted out? They look the dang same. There was no point in me even changing anything. I just got too much dang color. Or too much light. God, I messed up my dang set. God dog it. Perfectly fine the way it was, and I just had to go and test some crap, didn't I? About 5. Yeah, see, now the background is even darker than it was before. Probably gonna adjust at some point. But yeah, I'm like, let me do a Gothic style. It's probably not the best time to do it, but you know, is there ever truly a time? Really could do it whenever I feel like it, you know. Plus, I ran out of Christmas clothing, so. And don't worry, though. You know what I mean? I know some people wondering if I do other photo session games. I will. Skyrim 1 didn't work, though, because it was too fast. I flew through that crap and didn't even realize it. Like, something's very off about this episode. This happened way too fast. Happened and ended way too fast. And I realized it's because I didn't really I mean, I set some things up, but not as well as I typically would. Kind of just thrown together in a way. As where with my Cyberpunk joints, it takes way more time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I gotta build these sceneries and all that, as where with the Skyrim, I kind of just found some spots that looked okay. The next time I do another one, like freaking DJ Khaled, next time I do another joint, it'll be more, it'll be properly set up. or Skyrim. Other games I might decide to do. I just can't wait till some better stuff come out, you know? Cyberpunk is always my favorite to do because the graphics are so fucking good. I just recently got a mod on Skyrim, though, that makes the indoors look even better. So I will be messing around with that. Oh, shoot, I just punched the crap out of my mic. Did that unplug? It didn't unplug, okay. Oh! I got a mod that makes the indoors of Skyrim look a trillion times better. I wanted to do a GTA joint, but I'm currently having an issue with one of the mods I have over there that makes my graphics look even better. It's not fucking working. I turn the crap on, nothing happens. It stopped working when I switched the settings, because I was trying to do an episode. It didn't work. And I reset the... What is it called? I reset the graphics to make them higher and make the background a little bigger. And instead of doing what I wanted it to, mod just completely stopped working. So my super graphics I got on GTA, they not working. So I don't want to do a GTA episode because it looked boring. It looks like regular old 2013 GTA. That's whack. You know what I'm saying? For me, whenever I do these, it's got to be on the games that are absolutely the highest quality. Can't be nothing that look regular. Got to be the highest quality because the whole point of doing virtual photography is that you're doing it at your absolute best, not semi-best. And regular GTA graphics are okay. Definitely not worthy doing a whole episode on. You know what I mean? Cyberpunk graphics are fucking superb. I mean, anybody who plays Cyberpunk, anybody who watches Cyberpunk knows this has got some of the best graphics. You know what I'm saying? Skyrim, you can make its graphics incredible. As some of y'all might remember through my old Skyrim gaming videos, graphics over there were fucking great. They were fantastic. But if I do a Skyrim photo session, it'll work. Because the characters look great, the quality is great, skin textures, all that, fucking water, bodies of water look great, fucking foliage look great, everything looks great on Skyrim. That's where with GTA, alright. It's good for 2013, and on PC it's even better, but not good enough. Come close to Cyberpunk, doesn't come close to Skyrim unless I have that dang mod. Which is not fucking working. That's why I ain't did a GTA joint. I would love to do a GTA photo session. That'd be sick. Especially when GTA 6 come out. The graphics gonna be superb, boy. Even if the gameplay ain't all that, the graphics gonna be. I was watching some of those old leaked videos of the people who were leaking GTA 6. Some of it looks okay, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say much yet, of course, because the game ain't out. It doesn't look gameplay-wise, not graphics-wise. Gameplay-wise, it doesn't look like super crazy. But I already know because it's GTA, the graphics is gonna be because it's Rockstar, the graphics gonna be stupid. I mean, look at Red Dead. Red Dead's graphics are incredible. I need to get Red Dead, honestly, so I could get some mods for offline. Remake my online character on offline. So I'm sure somebody has a Red Dead photo session. Or not photo session, what the heck? A Red Dead photo mode. Pretty sure there's a dude that makes mods like that. Definitive photo modes for games that don't have photo modes. Shoot, I'm pretty sure that's the same person that has a mod for this game. How people be creating them crazy quality pictures and stuff. Although I have found a way to up the quality of my photos once more. As some of y'all have probably been noticing, there are a lot. It's still same cleanliness they always had, but they're sharper. They pop more. That is a recent addition that I've been doing with my photos. Some new quality enhancements and stuff. Because my photos were clean, but they were too vanilla in a way. Like, I have graphical mods that make my game look incredible. I mean, as you see now. But when doing the photos, they weren't as clean as I wanted them to be. So I started doing, I I ain't gonna lie, I got a little lazy. So back in the day when I was doing a lot of my photos, before I even had that great of quality like now, I used to edit my photos, post-edit. Then I stopped doing it because I'm like, oh, this game's graphics are good enough that I don't need to edit them. So there was a point in time where I wasn't editing my photos, I would just upload them as is. Which wasn't bad, you know, it was good quality. But it wasn't, it was missing that touch that I always used to give my photos. So I started recently editing my photos again, and the quality difference has been quite noticeable. Freaking adjusted. Luckily it adjusted to, looks like the rest of the images, I think. Let me see. So I've been recently editing my photos again, not being lazy no more. Slightly darker. Couldn't stay where I wanted it. And because of that, the quality difference has been extremely noticeable. Sharper, cleaner images. Because don't get me wrong, like I said, Cyberpunk's graphics are incredible, top-notch fucking graphics. But it is possible to make your Cyberpunk images look even better, and I wasn't doing it. I was being lazy, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, let's change this background real quick though, because that crap ain't do nothing. Honestly, it did a little worse because now it's too dang dark back there. There's no swag in it no more. Not even white. Just straight up black. Still, I had some reflection. X that out as well. It's a big old triangle back there. Well, actually, what I'm gonna do for the second half of these photos, maybe, it depends, I'm not sure yet. You know what, actually, that would be a good idea. Because someone actually gave me the great idea, and he was like, you should make a deviant so you can sell your stuff. I'm like, well, I already got a deviant, but I never thought about selling anything. Like I said, the deviant is completely free, of course, because it's deviant. You don't have to pay, you just look. But I'm like, that is kind of a good idea. And soon, because I've been increasing the quality of my stuff, I'm gonna start making, I used to make merch all the dang time, I still do. But I've been collecting designs and stashing up on what I might want to use. So, there'll be some new, cleaner merch that'll come out than what you already see. That's the simple stuff. I kept the simple stuff because it's simple, and that was the first design I had ever made. You know what I'm saying? I made that, the cult design, I had made that on a freaking game called APB that I used to play like crazy. Just in case anybody's wondering, it ain't got no freaking meaning. It is solely for the purpose of swag. Just in case anybody think there's a spooky thing behind it. Because the name cult. It is solely for the purposes of swag. I was on a game called APB back in the day. I had made a shirt with that original design, and it sold like crazy. People was buying it the fuck up. So one day I was like, you know what? I probably could make that into an actual brand, which is what I did. I need to promote it more, but I will once I get more designs going. I just want all the old designs that are a little outdated. I didn't really like them that much, and with all this new stuff that I'm creating, that's higher, way higher quality, I was like, nah, let me go ahead get this new stuff on here. People gonna spend their money. They gonna spend their money on some stuff that's high quality. You feel me? So I haven't said much about it yet. It's there on the page for people to look at, but I'm not saying much on it yet. Cause you know, I'm not like, oh, go check out the merch store, you know, like people be doing. Not yet. Not till I have some definitive designs that I feel people could actually spend their cash on, you know, and it'd be worth it. Don't get me wrong, the old designs were cool, but they were old. Old. All of them were old. Not as near good quality of what I do now. Not even close to the quality of what I do now. So I was like, I'll tell people about it Not get some higher quality stuff up there. Oh wait, don't she have some dang strings on her? Well, no, actually, if I make her sit down, it will look normal. Yeah, that look normal. I was just gonna have her floating and crap. It's not gonna look right. So I wanted some higher quality stuff people could see and be like, oh, okay. But I'm gonna keep the classic stuff because it's classic. Like I said, it ain't got no meaning. The name is just the name. Created on APB. Just trying to think of a cool idea that people would purchase. And it went crazy. People bought it the fuck up. I saw people running around in the game, and then I used to ask them, what made you buy this shirt? And a lot of them say it's clean, simplistic, simple. I'm like, okay. I see. Cause that crap was going crazy. People was buying it way more than I thought they would. Like, I figured people would like it because, like I said, it's a clean, simple design. But the amount in which people were purchasing it, that's what I didn't expect. I wasn't expecting it to just start flooding the streets of APB. Oh man, that used to be my game. I used to play that game for fucking hours, boy. I dang near didn't play anything else that time around. It was APB or nothing. I can't even remember the last time I've been on there. I would have to check Steam. Steam will let me know. When's the last time I've been on APB Reloaded? I didn't get on there though when the game had first dropped. I started playing APB 2014, I think. It was still popping. There was still people everywhere. I was on Xbox at the time. There was people everywhere running around doing dumb crap. Arguing in the chat 24/7. Arguing in the mics. Especially the mics. Oh my goodness. Reminds me of a story. My character, I have a character, my character over there, her name is Ardani. Little Mexican lady with blue hair. This dude had got called out for acting like a woman. We was talking about something, he got mad at me, he tried to call me out. I'm like, son, all you gotta do is come over to my character and you can hear this deep as fuck voice. I ain't never try to act like like I was a woman. What in the world are you talking about? I don't even like when people send me messages. Don't send me no messages. You feel me? Like, I'm always on the mic. You come over here and talk right now. Just stop replying. Because then people started backing me up. Just cause you was trying to lure dudes. Alright, doesn't mean somebody else was. That's on you, brother. You ain't know what to do. I ain't learned nobody. Only people I'm talking to is people I've been talking to. That's it. The time you might, you know what I mean, catch me talking to new folks is if they approach me. I'm not the type of person to go to people. People typically come to me. All upset. Just cause you messaging dudes, acting like acting like you a woman when you're not. Okay? Like, this is the modern day, man. Be you. Don't be afraid to be you. Don't try to drag people down with you. That's just messed up. And you know it was messed up too, because it's like he was ashamed of it. Why even be ashamed of it, man? Be you, man. But then again, you know what I'm saying? That's those dudes. That's them type of dudes. If you ever meet them type of dudes who are ultra anti, you know what I mean? They're scared of their own thoughts. They don't have no security within themselves. I never associate myself with people who ain't got security in themselves, because they will try everything they can to bring you down with them. The people I hang around is people who are secure with themselves. Because you know that when they're down, they're not going to bring you down. They, you know what I mean? Their problems are their own. The only time they make their problems yours is if you ask and you like, yo, you alright? You good? Feeling alright? You feeling alright? They're like, nah, so and such and such and so. And then, boom, you help that person out however you can. But them dudes, them insecure dudes, who be trying to drag, or not even just dudes, women too, who be trying to drag you down with them, you gotta steer clear of those people. Those people are gross. Those people ain't got no security in themselves. What is going on with her arm? I'm confused. Yeah, okay, I see it now. It seems it looks a bit uncomfortable, but I understand what she's doing now. Hey, where the fuck is her arm at? Can't really move the light because she's already real low to the ground and we are up on top of a skyscraper. That should be good. Now, we're going to do her second set. This character is the only one that's going to have a second set, most likely. Like I said, go ahead, check out the DeviantArt if you want to see that, because it won't be here. Quality on these are clean. Very clean. All most of these are going to be on DeviantArt. I typically upload cars and scenery over on Instagram, because it's just more fitting over there. Mainly because I have absolutely no clue how hashtags over on Instagram work. One moment something go crazy, next moment it doesn't. The one thing that typically never fails is vehicles. So that's why I upload mostly cars. Plus, you know, certain things just a little too much, a little too saucy for YouTube or Instagram. And that should be good. We already have her second outfit to go. These images look very good, very clean. These will be in December, photos of the month December episode. So stay tuned for that, because that will be uploading on the 1st of 2025. Alrighty, next character. Oh, my back. We're on Tara, the Great, Irish V. Tara Great. Alright, she's actually supposed to be Gothic style. Japanese V is the only one who wasn't actually Gothic style. I only have 2 characters who dress within that Gothic / rock / alt style, and that is Irish V and Mexico V, who we're going to be hopping on right after. Everybody else is not within that goth style. I got more southern characters than I got goth characters. Obviously, someone from the south can be goth, can be in the goth style, but nah, they south, they dirty south. Texas, fucking Kentucky, and Louisiana. Alright, they straight stout. I said south. They straight south, you feel me? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Okie dokie. You feel what I'm saying? Or do you feel what I'm saying? I have a 2-parter for her outfit here. So one with the flannel, one without. Simple style, nothing too crazy, you know what I mean? She got the silver chains, the crosses, you feel me? And all black with the Doc Martens on. You can't see them yet. You'll see them. Sitting here fucking, you know what I mean? Move the folder here so I can see what I'm doing. Saying. Right about there. OBS smaller. Oh. I put OBS over the file. There we go. Or folder, I mean. See what that looks like real quick. Looks clean, of course. Perfect, actually. It's near twilight hour. Here you have. Oops. I thought I closed the game for a second. I was about to be really disappointed in myself. Making such a foolish mistake. It's near twilight hour. You got this gorgeous redhead, a random couch because she is in the hood. So, you know, I don't know why that was always a thing, but it was. Just a random couch somebody threw out. Instead of it getting thrown away, people use it as a public seating. It just becomes the chill spot where everybody goes to. I don't know why I got 2 lights when I'm not using them for a 2 light setup. I'm only using them for a single light setup. I've been doing a lot of single light setups because I want them to feel, I want a lot of my photos to feel more home. And then when I do put them in a professional setting like we did with Japanese V just now, then that's when I use a multi-light setup. But a lot of my photos, I prefer them to feel more homey, more nostalgic. So when people see them, they're like, you know, that you get more mesmerized. You feel me? The level of the time it takes to put the photo together is still there, but instead of using a bunch of light rigs to make it look more professional, you make it look more at home. So when people look at it, it makes them feel like they're looking at a family member, a friend, or a cousin. You know, I don't know why I said or a cousin, family member. You know, cousin, same fucking thing. I didn't really think about it till I said it. Yeah, I like it's nice when people look at it and they, you know, they see it's like when you look at an image. Like, I don't know how many of y'all listen to J Dilla beats, but you ever just be scouring the internet for J Dilla beats, and when you find one that you don't know and it's got the sunset background that people love using, and you click it because it just gives you that at-home nostalgic vibe. That's what I go for in some of my photos, because a lot of my characters aren't supposed to be professional models. They're just people. So I wanna be able to display the fact that she's just a person. She's not a professional model. She's just a person on the street taking pictures. A lot of people do that these days. Shoot, people used to do that back then. Cameras were just way fucking bigger, so it was a lot harder to do that. And very expensive. Versus to, well, that depends. Some of y'all, some folks, I can't say y'all because I got like 2 or 3 phones, my dang self. These phones be expensive, alright? So, I guess it ain't too much difference. The difference is the size and the quality. You don't have to have a whole fucking true camera with you. Unless it was like the 90s where it was those little Polaroid joints. Those were pretty cool. But they were still kind of bulky in comparison to a modern iPhone or Android phone. You know, I want the photos to feel more at home. Like it's just a regular person on the street taking some photos for fucking Instagram or whatever the fuck. You know? Check out the shoes, check out the boots, the Doc Martens, the Black Martens. Okay? It feels like I did way more photos just because of the one character. Am I going backwards? I'm going backwards. I had to do some extra. I had to do an extra fancy set for a Japanese V again. That's her second. Go back to that one. God dog it. The whole point. I always say this in my videos. The whole point of a fucking boom arm is so that it's not in your way. The way I place my boom arm is exactly in my way. Have I moved it? Nope. Have I tried? Nope. Every time I fucking get this joint ready to go for recording, it's right back where it shouldn't be. In the dang way. But that's where it's gonna stay at. So I figure out a better position. Which I have not come close to trying. Boom arm just works where it is. Main issue is this dang, my mic lost a leg. Alright, it lost a leg in war. The war of cheap products that slowly break over time without you actually even doing anything. At least it sounds good. I know I don't have to buy a new mic anytime soon. Probably not at, it was typically at peak sound quality when I turn my fan off. It's on, so it's probably not getting peak quality. Is this still going? Oh. I'm like, dang, this photo taken for... I never took the photo. Whoops. Well, this photo is taking a really long time. I never took it. Never hit the spacebar. I hit tab and then just waited, sat back and waited. Taking a really long time. I'm not on path tracing. I need to get some better freaking computer pieces so I can start doing photos and path tracing. I mean, I have before. It's not the biggest quality difference. It's more of a smoothness difference. But I mean, it would still be kind of cool. Like I said earlier, I've been editing my photos more like I used to. For more quality fixes and all that. I was gonna record some Black Desert, but it's kind of late, so I'm gonna have to render this video and I'll probably goof around on Call of Duty for a bit, do some push-ups and stuff. I've done a lot of snacking today. Do a crap ton of push-ups tonight to burn all that sugar. I could do some more snacking tomorrow. You feel me? That's the cheat code to life. Exercise. You can eat more, you know? At least that's how I do it. Funny because I'm sure enough not the only person that does it. I done heard a million people say they exercise a lot so they can eat more. I've never been the biggest fan of eating. But some things just taste too good. I'm a sucker for cookies, alright? I ain't gonna lie, I'm a dang sucker for cookies. Little fucking bug, get out my face. This little nigga flying around this dead of winter. What the fuck is you doing, son? Where you come from? Oh, my goodness, he gone. Little buster. Sitting here trying to adjust the photo and this little fool moving around and crap. That's the dang bug from the dang ceiling that I tried to kill and miss and he just fell. He got wings. I don't know why he didn't fly away. I'm glad it's not an ant. I sure enough accidentally dropped like 10 tons of cookie crumbs and tried to vacuum it up and I don't know if I did. I was trying to fucking... Whenever I don't finish my cookies, I got containers and I just put them in there. I went to slide the plate like an idiot and all the crumbs on the plate flew off. Like, well, I don't know why I didn't think that would be a bad idea. I didn't think about it till it happened. There was definitely a better way I could have done that. Cookies, crumbs, every dang where. I thought it was an ant. Just seen him, not an ant. Ooh, flying crap. I had an ant problem at one time, man. Some dang fool. He started an ant war. I swear, something happens, right? Let's say, like ants. It's like people start doing everything they can to bring more. I don't know if any of y'all have ever experienced it. Right? You accidentally leave some crap out. A bug gets to it. Ants, usually. And then boom. Now you got ant problems. It's like suddenly everyone else just starts leaving crap every freaking where. And then there's more ants. It was getting bad. I was getting very frustrated. Trying to kill off these ants just to wake up the next day and someone left a plate on the counter with some dang food on it. And there's ants all over. It's like, what the fuck? Man, oh wait, we gotta go to outfit number 2. Like, what the fuck is people doing, son? Do we want ants? Are we trying to harvest them? Are we trying to breed them? What? And that crap was infuriating, dude. All of a sudden, people didn't know how to clean up after themselves. Like, yo. The house was spick and span. It was clean. Somebody left one thing. Some ants come around and all of a sudden people don't know how to clean up after themselves. Crap had me on what the heck these youngins be using wrong these days. Crash out. That crap had me on crash out mode, dude. I was getting furious. I mean, like, truly angry. What the fuck are we doing? Are we leaving plates of food and crap around all of a sudden? Nobody ever did this. You got ants and all of a sudden people leaving crap around. Like, are we trying to harvest these dang things? Are we trying to have an ant farm or some crap? Which number is this? Where are we at? Because for some reason it's not all the way down. This quality is nice as fuck, but you know what I'm disappointed? That horrific looking billboard in the background. Why does it look like that? I just realized that as I'm looking at all these photos, checking the quality, that fucking awful looking billboard in the background. You know, this character was supposed to be a preset. I don't know if I told y'all this. This character was supposed to be a preset, but after I had got done making her, I was like, yeah, nah. I ain't gonna lie. When I create my preset, a lot of presets I create, don't get me wrong, I make them to my best ability, but when I make them, I know they'll never look like my OG characters. The thing is, I didn't have a redhead character, so she was the best looking redhead I had made. So she was supposed to be a preset. I had a fucking preset file, I had how to download, I had what mods you should be using. Everything for this character was ready to go for her to be fucking shipped out and ready to be downloaded to the masses. Until I was really thinking, I'm like, you know what? I want to make a character. I don't have a redhead character. And then I remembered, wait a minute. The character that was supposed to be a preset. Like, don't get me wrong, the presets I create are absolutely incredible looking. I put my work into them. But they don't look like any of my main characters. You know what I'm saying? As they kind of can't, because they're not the first. Whenever you create your first character, you put your all into that first character. Whether you try to make them as ugly as possible, as pretty as possible, as clean as possible, as swaggy, doesn't matter. They're your first, so they're always going to be your ideal character. Baby V, OG V, Little Miss V, all the names I give her. Vivian, she was my first character. Therefore, I made her look the best I possibly could. You know what I'm saying? Country V, Kentucky V. Alright, she was my first black character, so I naturally put all that I could into that character. Mexico V was my first darker skinned Mexican character, therefore I put my all into that character. East LA V was my first, lighter skinned Mexican character, so I put my all. You always put your all into your first. So when I created this character, I had put my all into my first redheaded character. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can. I don't think I can give her off to the people. Hence, I did not. She is, she cannot and will not be a preset. I know. You know what I'm saying? I know some people are like, yo, why the fuck you be doing that? Because they my first, man. You can't ever give out your first. That's like you create your first prototype of something. You don't give away that prototype. The prototype stays with you. You feel me? Yeah, what I'm saying? The prototype stays with you. Plus, these are the characters you will always see in my videos. So if I was to give them away, and you see other people creating photos with these my main characters, it would take away from a lot of what I do. Will you see photo sets of them? Absolutely, as we do now. They just can't be presets. You know, they're too important of character. Way too important. You know. They are, especially OGV, She's the face of everything I've done Cyberpunk. There was very little videos didn't star her as the center focus. And each and every time I'll be like, you know, I can't do it. I can't give this character away. Because this character is the face. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's a prototype thing. You don't just give away your first prototype. The prototype stays with you. This is why I haven't made a new character in a hot minute outside of the few that I have. Like Savannah, that was the first blonde character. So I put my all into that character. All of my first characters of their type look the best. And any character I make afterwards tends not to look as good. It'll still look great, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't give away a preset that I didn't put a lot of work into. You know what I'm saying? But they not the firsts. You know, they're not the top notch. Because once you put together the thing that's the best, anything you do after can be clean. Clean as fuck. Great looking. Let's say you build cars and crap. Your first prototype would be a heater. And your second one might look better, but you'll never be more attached. Yeah, that's a better way to put it, actually. Well, no, I guess that doesn't count with these, because the car is different. First gen Camaro, the 67 Camaro is not as pretty as the 68. Simple as that. I know not everybody gonna think that. But the overall general consensus is the 68 is that Corvette. 67 is clean. It is the first Corvette. But it ain't that 68. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that 68. That 68 is something special. You know what I mean? The 65 Dodge Charger is cool. But the consensus is it ain't messing with that 69. The 69 Charger is the prettiest Charger. Alright? Simple. 68 is not bad. The 70 is not bad. But neither one of those is the 69. So that's actually it. So yeah, I can't do vehicles. Vehicles is a bad analogy. Because, you know, they only get, well, some of them get better as they go. Not all of them. Some cars lose their flavor. Like the Toronado, the Oldsmobile Toronado wasn't the same when it hit the 70s. It wasn't the same car everybody loved in 60, what was it, 66, 67? That was a fancy car in its time. During the 70s, it got real generic. It looked like other boxy cars, but not as good. Best boxy cars coming out of the 70s? Shoot, I'm gonna have to say, I'm getting a little sidetracked here, but I'm gonna have to say 67 Cadillac, all the way. Fleetwood Brougham. 73 Cadillac Eldorado to 75 was 76 was absolutely amazing. The Lincolns of the same year were great. The early LeBarons, those fucking behemoths from Chrysler, oh my goodness, those were amazing. A lot of fancy cars came out the 70s, so yeah, no, cars is definitely a bad analogy. Some cars got better looking. Alright, and that is it for this lady. But for characters, it's different. You know, for characters, it's like, this is the first character I ever created. I put my all into that character. That's why I have so many fucking pictures with OGV. 2,000 something to be exact. Because anytime I get something new, I test it on her. Anytime a new update happens, I do it on her. That's the OG character. Alright, let's go ahead and turn these graphics down. And let's get to the last character. The character we were just talking about, actually. My first Mexican character. Reason why she is still, to me, my prettiest Spanish character. Alright, and lastly, we are on Mexico V. Like I was saying, she was the first, she was my first Spanish character, Mexican specifically. I had put my all into this character, but then I wanted a more hood character. And then that's when I made East LA V. Which, because her style was so much different, and she was a different tone and all that, I was able to make her look real good too without her looking too similar to this character. So those were the three Spanish characters that I have. Those are the few of the same who I could make work. One, because the two characters being Mexican, they look very different. This character has a much darker skin tone, as where the East LA V has a much lighter skin tone. And then the other Spanish character being Dominican, her features would be much different. You know what I'm saying? You can always tell, I can at least tell the difference between a lot of folks. because I look up so many different types of people for all my characters. So those were the few like of the characters that I could make look differently. It typically can come down to features for me. If I can make the features look, if the features are different enough, then I can recreate different races of characters without feeling like I'm recreating the same character. Sometimes with the lack of features that this game called Cyberpunk has, sometimes you can accidentally create the same character. And I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? A lot of Spanish folks are much like us black folks, and they have a wide variety of skin tones. It would be near impossible to make a character look the dang same. Because some Mexican folks have darker skin, some Mexican folks have lighter skin. I mean, so on and so forth. Alright, we do it that way. Try to, you know, keep the features very different from each other. I know a lot of these characters aren't super gothic looking at the moment. That is because I wanted to go with more of a modern style. I didn't want to change their hairs and stuff too much. I wanted to keep them the way they are. The two of them have that gothic style, but I didn't want to change their hairs black and all that. I wanted to keep them normal. Especially for Mexico V here, she is a professional model. So for her, we're going to keep things looking professional. As for the other two, you know. Well, no, Venus is too. That's why I typically keep her stuff real high quality as well. I wanted to keep them. I didn't want to change them up too much. I kind of want to put a light blocker, but I don't know if that's a good idea because that's going to block the sunlight too. Yeah, no, that doesn't look proper. Because I wanted it, I still want it to look like she's outdoors. Why is my FL Studio doing some weird crap? What was that? I had some music playing while I was getting crap ready. Now I know what y'all wondering. What were you listening to, brother? I was listening to this. Oh shoot, no, that's not the right thing. Hold on. That's the first part. There we go. Let me turn that down a little bit. That might be loud as fuck for y'all. It's loud for me. That's how I always listen to my music. Okay, that's enough because I don't want to get copyright. So I'm sitting here setting up the joint, right? I got the beats blasting, as you just heard. The beats is blasting. I might go deaf, you feel me? It ain't that loud. But, and then the dang game crashed, dude. I don't know what it is with Cyberpunk and when I'm recording these videos, but it loves to have issues when I'm almost done. Never when I'm just starting. Except for the Christmas episode with Venus, that was having a lot of issues. Never issues when I'm starting, when I'm freshly starting. Always issues when I'm almost done. Get a little closer here. So, Mexico V here, she is supposed to be a professional model. So when I do her photos, I make sure they're as clean as can be. Alright, she's never underdressed, always properly dressed for where a model would be. Always serious looking in her photos because that's how you're supposed to be in a lot of your images. Unless, you know, they're like, yo, put on a big smile for this photo. We need you to smile and show the pearly whites and stuff like that, right? Typically, they got the serious look. Always a professional theme. That's why her themes and backgrounds are always very clean. So it's supposed to be a Gothic episode. But don't worry, there's always multiples. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some people would probably want to see like some real, like have my characters wearing full black. We'll do that. But for this one, I wanted it to be mostly professional style. That one, when I do something like that, it'll be mostly for a, you know, the characters being them style. They're taking fucking pictures for Instagram type of stuff. For these though, I wanted it to be more on the professional side because the two of the three characters that I'm using are supposed to be professional. her the only character that was Redhead V. She's not supposed to be a professional model. She is not a model, she's just a regular person. As where Venus and V here are professionals. Therefore, when I do their stuff, it's gotta be superb, clean. Though, still with a little bit of that Gothic style with her red and black fit here. Plus, that's just always been this character's style. If I show you one of each image I've done of this character every year, she's always had some sort of rocker slash alt slash goth style. The hairstyles I've given her in the past, the hair color, she's always rocked this pink. This was her first hair color. But that's just how she's supposed to be. One of them Gothic Latinas. That's just her style. You know what I'm saying? Always been. Umbrella poses. Oh shoot, no wonder those didn't look proper. Didn't realize we were using umbrella poses the whole time. So we keep her looking serious in most of her photos because that's how it's supposed to be. Like I said, you know what I mean? You gotta look serious. You're a professional. You gotta look serious in your photos. Unless, as said, yo, smile or something. If not, keep it serious. Like we're doing now with for her. So it's very simple setup we have here, but very clean. I like doing simple setups, especially when they come out clean like that. Number one, especially because the dang game crashed. Number two is late, and I would like to finish this up. It is late. I'm not even supposed to be recording. It's a dang Saturday. But I realized I under-recorded for Sundays. I don't have a video for tomorrow. So I'm like, okay. Didn't really want to. Actually, I kind of did. But I should have did it earlier. Instead, I got on Call of Duty and live streamed. Over on the gaming channel. So for the folks who are watching this and you originally subscribed for all my old gaming videos. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. The World of Warcraft channel is the gaming channel now, which I will be soon reconnecting to both my music and my photography channel. You can see it, so you can see it. I was live streaming and playing some Call of Duty and crap instead of recording this early in the morning like I said I would, but it's all good because we're getting it done now, though it is a little late. I do want to chill out for the rest of the night, probably work on some simple photos. Gary, maybe a little bit of some simple games, probably Gary's Mod, Sims 4, Soul Calibur, simple games, nothing too crazy in graphics. Maybe a tiny bit of AI stuff, not too much. Typically don't do much AI stuff. AI stuff always feels like cheating, you know. This stuff I'm doing now, you know, this is stuff that takes quite a bit of time to set up. This ain't just something that I make happen within a few minutes. The video y'all see, you guys are seeing the actual recording of it, which is typically an hour to two, but you're not actually seeing the setup, the backgrounds built, the camera rigs that I'm building, the lighting rigs, I mean not camera, lighting rigs, the outfit finding, you know, mods and all that. The whole process is long as fuck. That's why I don't get to, I record these within the 1 week. Typically what I do is, actually now I'm talking about it, typically what I do is I record these episodes within the first week of a month. I used to attempt to do it within the day. I always failed because it's a pretty dang long process putting this stuff together. And it doesn't just happen, especially when sometimes things just don't go according to plan. As I said earlier when I was listening to that song, yeah, I mean, freaking game crashed on me for no dang reason, so I had to reset the crap up. I started recording this at about 9. It is now 11:58. I started at 9:27, it's 11:58. This video is not going to be 2 hours long. However, we have been at this for about 2, almost 3 hours. That's just how I go, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I go. Let me go back to this one actually. You know what I'm saying? That's just the process of it. That is not including actually getting their outfits ready to go, which I did earlier in the morning when I was supposed to record this video. When I was supposed to record, we're gonna do one more standing pose, and then the rest of our poses will be seated. This here pineapple pear looking chair. This is what those I'm gonna use those for. I'll just back this up a little bit. Or over to the wall, this side of the wall. You know what I'm saying? So that's typically with all games I do photos on. None of them are fast. Some of them, of course, will be faster than others just because the game is lighter and doesn't require as much, you know, switching settings and all that extra stuff. I can't tell if she's going through the dang glass or not. A lot of these games don't really require you to switch settings and all that because their graphics ain't all that special. Cyberpunk, however, are one of the longer ones. Is one of the longer ones. I said are. Cyberpunk is one of the longer ones. This one takes a hot minute to put together. GTA is one of the longer ones. Shoot, sometimes GTA might be a little longer than Cyberpunk just because I have less options overall. And as I said earlier, my freaking graphics mod on GTA ain't working. Reloaded, reset the dang game a million times. Frames, all that. Nothing. Still don't work. There we go. So that one ain't even working. So that one we completely out of the bar on that one. Typically, some games are much faster than others. Fortnite is a slower one. PUBG is a slower one. GTA, Cyberpunk are slower ones. World of Warcraft can be slow, depending on if I can figure out what I'm trying to do, where I need to go, and, you know, taking the proper fucking timing on character poses. Because character poses are doing an emote and then catching the best looking part of that said emote. So that's the tough part about doing Warcraft stuff. I don't do Warcraft photos very often though, just because, you know, Warcraft's graphics are okay. When you're doing scenery, it's the best. Characters, there's no point of wasting your time. There's no depth of field in the game, therefore you can never properly distinguish a character from the scenery. The main thing you gotta do depth of field for is because you want to be able to separate the scenery, the lining of the scenery from the lining of your character. If you don't, it all just looks like one big mess of colors. For people who have never played certain things that you're taking photos of, it'll be hard to disdain what the fuck you're looking at sometimes. Someone who has never played Warcraft before, if they see a fucking old school picture of a night elf in Ashenvale and it's just endless color and no proper direction of what the fuck you're looking at, they wouldn't know exactly what it is they're looking at. Because there's no focal point. That's the word I'm looking for. There's no focal point. It's just endless masses of fucking colors. And with Warcraft, that's just how it is because it's so fucking old. There's no depth of field in that game. The thing that makes a Cyberpunk photo, a GTA photo, shoot, even fucking, well, I can't say even Fortnite. Fortnite just looks that dang good. Fortnite photos and any high quality game is depth of field. Any stupidly high quality game will give you depth of field, which allows you to distinguish the focal point from the non-focal point. You know what I mean? The focal point right now is this lady, not what's behind her. Therefore, if we had no depth of field, the quality of my photos wouldn't be nearly as good. because now, where the heck did she go? Oh, because now you're not looking at you're having to look at too much. Your eyes are trying to look at too much and not what's important. What's important is her, not anything else. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing with Warcraft. There's no you can't make a focal point because there's no depth of field in the game. So the only time I ever do Warcraft photos is when I'm solely focused on scenery stuff. If it ain't scenery, then, you know, nothing else is really worth doing. You can't make proper depth of field in that game. Your character is completely invisible. That's why you get to walk through each other and crap. So the game can't focus on anything. So if someone who has never played Warcraft before had to look at a Warcraft photo, it'd be kind of hard to know what... They would have a little hard of a time knowing exactly what they should be focusing on. The colors might look great, the quality might look great, but there's no focal point. You know what I mean? See how practically any photo you've ever looked at, whether it's real life, whether it's virtual, even freaking AI, you can give it a focal point. Warcraft, you cannot. I tend not to do a whole lot of character photos on Warcraft. I mean, I ain't been on Warcraft in ages. Only time I'm ever on Warcraft is when I'm doing the intros for my videos here. And then sometimes, in rare occasions, you'll see it pop up. You'll probably see it a little bit more, just because I do want to see, I do want to do some more scenery with it. See, those are not the type of poses she would be doing. She's a professional. Okay. You know, I just remembered something. I did a video, the 1950s joint, where I was explaining that my one character, Mama V, who's supposed to be she's supposed to be an older woman, about 50 something. In that video, I had said how I don't do explicit photos on that character or anything slightly. Not really explicit, because I don't do very many explicit anyways, even now still. But, you know, just a little more than usual. Somebody had left a freaking whole paragraph. They deleted their comment. I didn't even get to respond to it. They deleted it before I even got to see it. It was just, you know, sometimes YouTube lingers notifications. So I saw the notification. This man put a whole freaking paragraph down about how, you know, I was wrong, and, you know, just because she's an older character doesn't mean she's classy. Don't you know that these younger women act how the older women used to act? They're just older versions of themselves. I'm like, like, well, okay. Someone's not a big fan of women, I guess. I mean, like, he went deep into detail, y'all. Real deep. And unfortunately, like I said, I can't really show you because he deleted his comment before I even got to see it. It was a linger joint. When I clicked it, it took me to the video. No comment was there. When I went back to notifications, it was gone. I'm like, dang, I should have got a picture of it. He went deep into detail, y'all. I mean, deep. Full paragraphs. I read the whole thing because he was really going in. Women, either, you know, they were dirtier when they were younger, and they get older, they're just images of their old or their young selves. And he's like he was not happy. He was not happy. He's like, you know, that you should know this and that, and like, it is not that serious, son. Number one, these some pixels. That's number one. These are pixels, brother. These ain't even real people. These are some pixels, dude. Like, he was, I mean, like, deep in the details. Yeah, see, I'm looking now. I don't even see it. Dang, I should have took a picture of that joint, son. He was, like, mad. Oh, I found it. It's here still. Okay, here it is. He said, you do know that most older women are why this generation turned into Satanists or do OnlyFans. Backdoor people, lie and cheat, steal, very insecure or jealous. The list goes on. 10 million emojis, like a smiling emoji, a face palm emoji, a question emoji, a 100, a crying, laughing, and then a yawning emoji. I'm gonna put it on the screen too so you can see it. They said they might have some wisdom and sage advice, but they're just older version of them younger selves. Crying emoji. No disrespect, I love older women who actually got common sense and can actually be a wife and not complain all day. 100 question, 100 question, 100 question. I'm like, but he deleted it because if you go to the joint, it's not there. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about, son? It is not that serious. Number one, my so-called 50-year-old character isn't any actual age because she's fucking pixels. I'm gonna block his name out though, just so people don't. I ain't trying to send no hate his way. Plus, you could get in trouble for that. YouTube is always bullying. Like, I ain't bullying no fucking body. Yup, that got to do with me. But yeah, I'm like, God, dog, son, it is not that serious. It is not even remotely that serious. My character is pixels. He does not represent actual people. Whatever people decide to do with their lives is what they do with their lives. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a crap. You feel me? If they decided to be in a Snoop Dogg video back in the day shaking it, hey, that's on them. They got nothing to do with me and my character. Number one, my character is pixels. She doesn't exist. She's pixels. Great looking pixels. Well made pixels. Because I'm a designer, baby. But he's just pixels. It is not that serious. I can't respond to it though, because when you go to the actual video that he left the comment on, it's gone. Which means he deleted it before YouTube. YouTube is still glitchy with it, so I can still see it. I was so surprised when I popped up on YouTube and saw that. I'm like, son, it ain't ever been that serious. He was really like mad about it. Must have had some issues in his time. Either that or he one of them dang watching Andrew Tate type of fools. Trying to be Andrew Tate instead of being yourself. I could never. I'm me, you feel me? Who's be out here? What's that bullcrap? What's they call that? I mean, I don't be on TikTok and all that, so I might just be out of the loop of what people are following these days, but I'm pretty sure Andrew Tate was one of them. That everybody and their mother was going crazy for. The red pill, yeah, that bullcrap. Like, man, fuck out of here. All that alpha, beta bullcrap. You either about your business or you're not. You feel me? You either with the business or you not. It's as simple as that. You either trying to get to this money or you not. Got people out here trying to be Andrew Tate. You can't be Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is already Andrew Tate. You gotta be yourself. You know what I mean? If your name is Alex Morris, you gotta be Alex Morris, not Andrew fucking Tate. You know what I mean? You either with the business or you're not. You either trying to get to this money or you not. Simple as that. You either with it or you're not. All that alpha, beta bullcrap, man. Come on, man. That crap is goofy. That's some college kid stuff, number one. The whole alpha, beta, frat stuff. That makes sense, I guess, there. But even then, you know what I mean? You either with the business or you not. All this alpha, beta, male, this, that, this, that, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, man, stop with all that. You either trying to get to this cash flow so you can enjoy the rest of your life, or you playing. And if you talking about alpha, beta males, you definitely playing. You worried about the wrong things. You need to be worried about them alpha, beta dollars in your pocket. You feel me? Alpha dollars is them hundreds. Beta dollars is them ones. Regardless, it's that money. You feel me? That's what the fuck we on. Talking about alpha, beta, males, women this, women that, red pill this, red pill that. Man, fuck, man. I ain't got time for that. You feel me? Nobody should. You gotta get to this fucking money. You know what I mean? You gotta get to this money. People always, the money isn't happiness. Fuck out of here. This whole world is materialistic. The very body you live in is material. You feel me? And if you watching Andrew Tate TikToks, you're doing the wrong thing. You feel me? That is not gonna get you paid. Unless you're running a clips channel where you post clips of Andrew Tate. Me personally, you know what I mean? That's not my thing. But if it's getting you paid, shoot, do what you do, you feel me? Let me show y'all the setup real quick. That is all 10, so we are clear. Boom. Simple setup. These are full walls though, you can't go through them. I like using the full wall stuff because when you use the full wall stuff, you don't accidentally put your camera through it. Okay, never mind, I was wrong, because we clearly just jumped through it, which means it's not a full wall. Static on one side, not static on the other. Huh. Well, you learn something new every day. I didn't know there was non-dual static items. There you go, that's the setup. Simple, clean. Alright, y'all, the game done crashed. I was trying to do an outro, game crashed on me, so I logged back in and I tried to do an outro again. I freaking deactivated my main camera, so these eyeballs, I deactivated them. And because of that, the game crashed, which makes perfect sense. She took her eyeballs and pulled them out of her freaking eye sockets, and so the game crashed naturally. Y'all, look, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, share with your people, join Legendary Clan Sport Channel, become legendary. I upload on Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. Anything photography and cinema related. I'm out.